To quilt in the large green triangle, the quilting plan was to quilt a series of concentric triangles in here. To accomplish this, I'm going to use the Handy Quilter right angle ruler. It's probably my favorite ruler of all time. I'm using a sit-down long arm machine, which is meant to quilt against these templates. If I were quilting on a home sewing machine, I would use this ruler to draw the line and stitch over it instead of stitching next to the ruler. These are not meant to work with domestic machines. The first line I'm going to do is going to be a 1/2 inch away from the seam line, so I'm going to put the 1/2 inch line of my ruler right against the seam and stitch along it. I can stop, reposition the ruler, reposition my hands, and I've angled the ruler so that the point is right along this center line that I've chalked in. Stopping in the point, I can follow the triangle down in the other direction. I can reposition the ruler and reposition my hands. The next line I want to quilt is going to be 1 inch away from the line I just stitched. I can make a knot and start again, or I can simply stitch in this seam line right here. I know that if this is 1 inch, the distance I need to travel here is just under 1.5 inches, so I can use the markings on my ruler to help me stitch that length. I can line the 1 inch line of the ruler up on my previously stitched line. Reposition my ruler and my hand. Stop in the point, stitch down the other side. Reposition my hand. Can stitch in the ditch here again, up about 1.5 inches, a couple stitches less. Can reposition the 1 inch line on my previously stitched line. Stop in the middle, stitch up the other side of the triangle, and I can fit one more triangle in here. One more stitch, that'll do it. Have my small triangle. That was my original quilting plan. But once I look at it, I see that I have ribbon candy coming in the tan V that is right on the back side of this triangle, and that there's space here for me to add a little more ribbon candy. Since I'm using a contrasting thread, it will show up well, and I want that element. So I can stitch in the ditch back down to a point, right here, and stitch ribbon candy in this channel right here. Can remember to get one large ribbon candy going straight up the middle here. Now I'm at the end. I can do some small ribbon candies to fill in that remaining triangle area. I can take my ruler and stitch it back up to the point of that top channel and stitch ribbon candy in it as well. Position the quilt in my hands. Remember to turn the corner. Position the quilt in my hands again. One last time. And back into the corner.